I've got info that drugs and guns are being stashed inside this vacant building. Owner hasn't returned any of my calls. Today we're going in.
Okay, let's do it.
Police! Police! Anybody in there?
Officer!
Anybody in there? Anybody in there? Dog, sit!
Dogs!
I'm Terry Hillard, retired superintendent of the Chicago Police Department and co-founder of Hillard Heinz Security. This video is designed to raise awareness and provide direction. Our goal here is to give you, the officer, tangible, tactical options in your encounters with dogs. The goal is to work together to keep our communities safe and humane.
In this video, we'll show you how to get an instant read on a dog's disposition and intent. We'll look at tactically sound, safe options to keep a dog encounter from escalating. And we'll look at how your tactical approach can impact a dog's behavior. In our exercise with tethered dogs, we had 4 officers, 1 dog trainer, and more than a dozen different dogs. A critical lesson emerged. Dogs provide important information about their disposition through their body language.
By looking at the dog, I would look at its actions for the eye contact, what kind of, if its tail is up, down, or he will give me all the signals that I need in order to act upon in doing my job.
You're a police officer. There's other stuff going on. I don't want you to be an expert. I want you to look at the dog as a package and then parts of that package to decide where the dog's head is at. And the way you do that is through teeth. It's one of the reasons we came up with the acronym TEETH, is because you got a short amount of time to evaluate the dog. 1, tension. Tension with dogs either goes forward, aggression, backwards, fear. Upwards, aggression, downward, submission. Ears. If the ears are forward, right, it usually shows interest. If there's a certain tension and focus, that means it's thinking differently. And if the energy is moving forward, that may be a sign of aggression. All right? If the ears are flat back, it's like, I'm getting smaller, please stop aggression. Eyes. For us, eye contact is communication. You meet somebody and you talk to them, they're doing this stuff, you're going, ugh, I don't like them. With dogs, they don't want the eye contact. If the dog is giving you a hard, intent eye, along with a forward motion, that tension, now you're talking about the dog moving to thinking of aggression. Then we have the tail. So if the tail is either horizontal or hanging down low and wagging, that's usually friendly. When you have a stiff tail, and it's going quickly in small, rapid movements, it is usually a sign of aggression. So tension, eyes, ears, tail, head. And the reason for the head is you'll see a slight furrowing in the brow, a closed, clenched jaw, an intense look. All right, that's again a dog that is getting set for some type of action. What you basically want to see is a dog that has an open mouth. Once the mouth is open, things are cool. And the more you look at this, go to a dog park. Go watch the dogs, how they communicate with each other. That you'll see that and go, I never realized that. And you'll see how they communicate, because dogs don't change their communication because we're human. We need to change our communication to fit the dogs and understand what they're saying.
In our scenario, let's replay the officer's arrival. This time, they anticipate how an encounter with a dog might be a factor in their search of this abandoned house.
I asked my informant if they keep dogs inside. He said most days they do.
Based on good information from an informant, the officers call Animal Control, waiting to enter the house. Animal Control takes care of the dog. Police concentrate on the drugs and weapons found on site. Rule number 1. If you have Animal Control or an animal service agency, engage their help.
Police officer!
Anybody in there?
If Animal Control is not a viable option, or if a dog takes you by surprise, look for barriers like a door to create distance. While dog behavior is complex, 2 simple strategies will keep officers safe in many encounters with dogs. The first, the use of food.
To take some treats and just throw it in the yard, all right? One, it takes the focus off of you. The dog goes to the treats. 2, it sets a tone where the dog goes, this guy's pretty cool. I'm not sure about him being here. But it reduces the whole situation. It's one of the easiest ways to win a dog over, so you don't run into a problem. If it's a multi-dog situation, do not use treats. If a fight develops, you don't want to be part of that.
2 additional cautions. Throwing overhand may be intimidating to some dogs, and hand feeding is not advised. The idea is to be cautious, de-escalate, and create distance. The second key strategy involves an officer's body language. Adopting a less threatening posture by turning or blading the body, looking around the dog but not locking eyes on the dog, and keeping hands relaxed and close to the body. Consider your tactical options. Always look for protection and barriers, things that can create space between you and a dog. Most importantly, the officer should never run. Generally, a person cannot outrun a dog. Many dogs respond to people running or moving quickly by chasing or even biting. You never know when a dog might appear. In the course of any call, your powers of observation and your use of tactical options are tested when you are approached by a running or barking dog.
Do you think a lot of police officers assume that the dog is going to bite them?
Sure.
Yeah.
By the nature of our job, we tend to have an aggressive posture. And the same thing with dogs. You assume the worst, or a dog is going to be aggressive in nature towards you. And you may, in that state of adrenaline excitement, overlook the visual cues the dog's giving you to stay back or hold your ground or close the distance.
They're going to put on an act. Most of them are pretty much scared to death. That's why they're acting that way.
Read the dog, all right? Respect its space, understand what your body language says to the dog, and then adjust to that situation. And most of the times the dogs go, okay.
If we use our tools correctly, then we can mitigate it. It's not always true, but I think it goes to the heart of looking at the totality of the situation and understanding all the options that we have.
In this video, we examined several aspects of police encounters with dogs. To recap, anticipate. On any call, it's important to determine whether a dog is present. If possible, request assistance from Animal Control, your Animal Response Unit, or a partner humane society. Assess a dog's body language for signs of the dog's disposition. Remember the acronym TEETH as a quick way to gauge dog behavior. Communicate using body language that's non-threatening, blading your body, no direct eye contact, using a calm voice, even smiling. And redirect. Use food or toss an object to redirect a dog, creating distance. Decide whether to hold ground, add distance, or close distance.
We've given you some strategies to consider: how to plan ahead, what tactical steps to take, and how to defuse an encounter with a dog before it escalates. As police officers, you work hard to keep the peace and protect your communities from crime and violence. How you handle your encounters with a dog is an important part of creating safe, humane communities. Thanks for watching, and please stay safe.